Here we are, the first Thursday night of 2025. Man, I'll tell you guys what, man, 2024 was a doozy. It was a rough one. I can't tell you guys how many people I know suffered some tragic stuff this last year, a whole lot of setbacks in their businesses. I mean, just you name it. There's so much stuff that's gone on this past year. Let's wipe our hands of it. Let's move on to 2025 and hope and pray that everything gets better. Let's start tonight's show out with some of our sponsors. And our first sponsor up tonight is our good friends over at Hell's Speed Shop, hellsspeedshop.com. When it comes to flannels, man, they are the bomb. I should know. I have so many of them. I support them. They're a great family. Um, they do some crazy stuff, man. You got to get over to hellspeedshop.com and get you some of the best flannels in this industry. Point blank the end. Get over to all their social media sites, follow them, keep up with them, get on the Hells team, man. Become a Hellion. Next up, but definitely not least, Jade Affiliated Custom Wheels. That's it. Custom Harley Davidson wheels, big wheel bagger wheels, soft tail wheels. It doesn't matter what Harley you have, they've got wheels for you. Custom, all sizes, some great designs. Jad over at Jade Affiliated is a killer dude, makes a lot of parts. He's just a great guy. If you need custom Harley Davidson wheels in practically any size you need, Jad is the man to see. Go check him out at jadeaf.com and follow him on all of your social media platforms. Oh, yo. Next up, American Drag Seats right here in Manville, Texas, americandragseats.com. You need a custom motorcycle seat, custom Harley Davidson seat, just a simple cover, whatever you need, we've got you covered at americandragseats.com. Go check out the website. Let us know what you think. If you need something done, man, give me a holler, send us a message. You can reach us at americandragseats.com, all the social media platforms here on Facebook. Reach out to me personally. But please, if you need a custom seat, go check out americandragseats.com. Next up, Legacy Bike Works. Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas. Big wheel baggers, custom audio, custom builds, air ride kits, center stands, audio, anything you need, custom motorcycle wise. Check us out. Legacy Bike Works on Instagram and Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. Next up, our good friends over at Hopkins Design, hopkins-design.com. You need a website. That's the whole deal. You need a website. You need some promotional stuff. You need business cards. You need flyers. You need logos, whatever you need. Hopkins-design.com will help you. Good friend of mine. He's done all of my website, all of my promotional stuff. He's done it. He did the 2021 Grind National Biker Build Off documentary. So he's got the video footage, the drones. He can help you out. Go check him out at hopkins-design.com. Next up, our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine, urbanridesmagazine.com. One of the best magazines in the motorcycle industry. They've got their sister publication, Street Bagger Magazine. You got to get over to urbanridesmagazine.com and get you a digital subscription or a print subscription. I'll mail it to you. Follow them on all the social media platforms as usual, and go check them out, urbanridesmagazine.com. So what's happening, everybody? What's up? Mr. Robert Davis is in the house. Uncle Bruno's in the house. Patrick Price is in the house. We got everybody in here watching, man. If you are watching the show, please leave a comment. Leave a comment so that we can see who's watching. We know what's going on. And I can say, hey, what's up to everybody? What's up? Mr. Greg Phillips is in the house watching. So anyway, again, tonight's show is not going to be super long. I don't want to bore you guys to death unless we get someone on here that wants to talk. Basically, what I wanted to talk to everybody about is we almost have the final list together for our builders. And then once we get the final list for the builders for the all Texas bagger build off, I will release all the names. And then throughout the next 5 or 6 months, we're going to interview every single one of the builders. It's an all Texas show. What's up, Mr. Joe Faust? Mr. Gary Dubois in the house. What's going on, guys? But what I wanted to just go over real quick, that's why I said it's not going to be a real long show tonight unless we get someone on here that wants to go live, is I kind of wanted to go over what we're actually doing, what I'm trying to accomplish, and what we're doing collectively for the Grind 2025 all Texas bagger build off. It is officially called the Texas Heat. That's the name of it, Texas Heat. We're going to be bringing some of the best builders in Texas, some of the most unknown builders in Texas, and probably a couple of names of people that you already know and love so much. But so here's the breakdown of what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to do is get a bunch of builders together. I want all the builders to submit little 5-minute videos from beginning to the end, all throughout their build, the whole 9 yards. The reason I want this video footage is not to put on Facebook or anything like that, unless the builders want to go live, and then the Grind will share all of their stuff. But what we want to do is we want to have that video footage so that if we can build enough sponsors and get enough money behind this show, we will do another documentary, man. Another documentary. The first documentary is sitting about 120,000 views on YouTube. It's doing great. We've gotten a whole lot of positive response from that documentary. I know we can do a better one this time. Bad thing is you have to have funding and you have to have money to do that. I don't have the funding and I don't have the money, but if I can get all my builders to submit their video footage, at least if we do get it, then I can put that together. And then in 2026, we will release the 2025 Grind bagger build off. Second thing, it has to be a bagger. And let me be real clear right now. I don't care what you start with. So if anybody has any issues, if they already have a bagger that they've had for a couple of years, you can use that bagger. But you must show tearing that bagger down completely. It cannot be the same color. It cannot be the same bike. You have to completely build that bike. This will be in the rules that I'm going to post in the next 30 days or so. There's going to be judging criteria, which means you're going to have the judging sheets available, just like the 2021 build off. You'll have that judging sheet available to every builder so you know what they're going to judge you on while you're building your bike, so you can make sure to cross every T, dot every I, and make it the best you can build. Now, like I said, it's going to be on a Road King bagger, Street Glide bagger, or a Road Glide bagger format. We do have a builder that thinks they may want to build from scratch, which means they're not going to have a Harley to start with. They're going to start with raw DOM tubing and build their own frame from ground up, but it still has to be in the format of a bagger, still has to be in the format of a Road King, Street Glide, or a Road Glide. I don't know about the audio part, but the audio part, I will tell you this. If you are known for building audio bikes, build what you build. If you want to build a monster audio bike and compete for a build off with audio, go ahead. I have no issues with that. I think it would be cool to have audio bikes out there so that, you know, while we're all out there having a good time, people can be turning up their stereos and jamming the stereos out. And, you know, the stereos bring more people around. So if you want to build a audio bagger as your bike, by all means do it. I don't know that the audio is going to be part of the judging. And let me say it very clearly. I don't know if the audio is going to be part of the judging, because somebody might want to build a performance bagger that doesn't have any audio in it at all. So I don't want to take audio and mix it in, because you might be surprised. There might be some people out there that are not building audio baggers. They're going to build performance baggers. So That's the way I want to do it. What's up, Mr. Doug? How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you. Mr. Joe Faust. Um, the reason I'm doing this is because, man, this industry needs a swift kick in the butt and get back to building. The audio game is covered up by all the other audio promoters and all that stuff, and everybody's done what they're doing. I want to get back to bike building. I want to get back to where people actually build a bike, and it can be a bagger. And the reason I'm choosing baggers is because that's the predominant bikes people are building right now. But the audio side of it is not the only way to build a bagger, in spite of what everyone thinks. You can build a bagger that doesn't have any audio in it at all, and it be a monster freaking bike. Have you chosen judges yet? So I do have one judge, and that judge is Mr. Chris Moose. He has already agreed to be a judge, and you all know he's not going to bullshit you. And if you think you're friends with him and that's going to get you some points, you are sadly mistaken. Chris judges very, very critically. And even if you're his buddy, he's going to judge you just as hard as he judges everybody out. I have seen some amazing baggers without audio. Yes, you have, Greg. So yes, we have one. I am reaching out to a couple of other peoples because ultimately I want 3 judges. The judges are going to be a little bit harder to get, but I will secure 3 judges. But I can tell you guys right now, I think we're up to 7 or 8 builders right now. I got a phone call today from a company I'd never heard of. They heard about what we got going on and they want to be in the contest. So they are going to be in the contest. I do foresee people will be entering after the fact. Now, let me explain something to you guys. The build off officially started January 1st. So you have all the way till October 31st or whatever that date is, the Thursday of the Galveston Rally. So you have a full 10 months to build. If we get somebody that comes in February or March or even April and says, man, I want to be a part of this, that just means they have less time to build to get in, but I'm going to let them. But they have to follow the same criteria that everybody else is following with the videos, the proof. You got to have proof. One of the things I may end up doing, I don't know yet, we've got time for that portion, but I may end up having every builder post up a picture of what they're going to start with and tag the grind in it so everybody knows what everybody's starting with. Like I said, if it's a bike you already ride, like me right now, I have a 2001 Road King that I've been riding since 2014. It is torn completely down almost to the frame right now and completely being rebuilt. It will not look anything like its former life. That's okay. That's a bike you can start with, because if somebody goes out and buys a new, Road Glide or Road King or Street Glide, that's a built running bike. So therefore, when you tear it apart to customize it, there you go. So that's why I say, if you already have a bagger that's already been built and already done, you have to show, you're going to have to prove that you started and you completely disassembled it. And like I said, it can't be the same color. It can't be the same, it can't be the same bike you've already had. It has to be day-night difference. The reason I said that, you should ask Dave Perowitz or Jody Perowitz to be a judge. Yeah, I probably should, if I could get them to come all the way down here and guarantee it. Can I join and just pull the turd apart and put it back together? No, Greg, you cannot. Can you join? Absolutely. But you can't take your bike, tear it apart, and put it right back together. No, sir. You got to completely rebuild it. The reason I'm saying this is because in the past, through all the build-offs I've had, people have complained that somebody already started with a bike that was already built. Let me be very clear about this. I don't know a single bagger builder that doesn't start with a completely built bagger and then they customize it. So therefore, if you can start with a completely built bagger, what's up, LJ? What's up, Timothy Skates? If if you can start with a stock bagger that's already built and running and painted and, going down the road, then why can't you start with a bagger that was already built and you're going to disassemble it all the way down to nothing and completely change it? That's the same format. You can do that. I will be trying to do this one a little bit different than I did the last one in 2021, which means I'm going to hyperimpose my will upon the builders, and I'm going to actually interview every single builder. Kevin, I would love to help. Hit me up and let me know what I can help with. Absolutely, Greg. I'm going to reach out to you. One of the things we need sponsors. We need people with money to get behind this build off. This is going to be big, and I guarantee it won't be the last one, but we need money. Let me say it real clear. We need sponsors for this bagger build off. I am trying to get enough money to make this something really big. I'm trying to get enough money to do another documentary. So if anybody knows anybody that wants to support this monetarily and has the funds to actually get behind this kind of project, please let me know. Let me know ASAP. I'll be trying to get sponsors up to the last freaking minute. Whatever I can do to make this big and just the baddest bike build off you can imagine. Next thing is, every single builder, like I told you, they're going to have to sign that contract. The contract is just basically you signing, saying, hey, I know what the rules are. I know what the time frames are. Here is my commitment to this show. That's all it is. It's not a legal binding contract. It's not anything that you can sue me for or I can sue you for. It's just you basically saying, hey, I'm taking the time. I've read the rules. I'm going to sign it and I'm going to give it back to you so that the other builders know, hey, I'm down for this. I'm down for the rules. I'm down for the way the show's going. I'm down for all of it. Sponsorship packages and amounts. Posters say them. Okay, so here's the deal. So I'm going to be giving 1 year of advertisement, which is $3,600. It's $300 a month on the show. Every one of them. If we can get enough money to do the documentary, I will give you 2 years worth of advertisement for that 1 year. But basically what you're looking at is 1 year for $3,600. If you have a budget of enough money that you can give $5 or $6 grand towards the whole thing, then I'll give you 2 years. I haven't put that together in writing on paper yet, because before I wanted to get anything done on the sponsorship level, I have to secure my builders. I have to secure that it's going to be more than 1 or 2 people. And as it sits right now, there's 7 or 8, and I anticipate 1 or 2 more shops coming in the next month or 2, or possibly 3 months. Because once you get going with something like this, and I'm advertising it every week, I'm making posts about it every week, the builders are making posts about it every week, then you start getting attention from other people that don't know about it. And they're like, hold up, man, how can I get in on this? Well, that's why I say you can get in on it. They've got 2 months, ahead of you, or a month ahead of you, or 6 months ahead of you. But you can get in on it. Here's the deal. This is what you got to do. I'm going to be trying to make this. I'd like to get at least 10 full builders that I know are going to come to the table with something, because 10 bikes is a good number. If we keep it at 8, or we can get up to 15, that's cool. Absolutely. But it gives us what's up. That's awesome. So, Greg, I will be putting together some kind of package for that so that we can get the money that I want to secure. I'm supposed to be meeting with a very, very big company that everybody knows that's not in the motorcycle industry, that might be wanting to start advertising in the motorcycle industry, and this would be a good place for them to start at. But I'll let all you guys know that at a later date. I'm going to shoot for the stars and see where I can't land on it. One of the Texas Bagger Build-Off builders has started today and did a live on taking their bike apart. Yes, and that was Mr. Derek the Upgrade Bolden. Derek Bolden started his build-off bike today, which is smart, because I'm going to tell you what, if you're a builder, you could officially start today. You just have to send me a picture of what you're starting with and then go from there. And that's what we're doing. And I would give you guys a full list of everybody, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do it next week. On next week's show, I'm going to give you an update of who all we've got in the build off at this point in time. So what's up, Mr. Rocky? What's happening, Captain? But I think this is going to be a very big show. I think it's going to be a very, very stimulating show for the industry, at least for the industry in Texas. I'm going to do everything I can to promote, push, and just push forward and go with and support every single builder equally, support every single shop. I'm going to try to get behind everybody and give everybody airtime throughout the year, give everybody time to actually get on the show and be interviewed on it. Let everybody discuss what they've got going on, how they got it going on. Hello, Lori, what's going on? I'm going to try to stay on top of this one, along with doing interviews with all of the builders and finding out, what their take is on it and what makes them want to get involved in something like this. Because you got to remember, a lot of these companies, man, we're hoping this year is going to be a stellar year for a lot of shops, even those without shops. Yes, Timothy Skates, even those without shops. That's right. There's a couple of people that I know of that are up and coming shops that have decided to get in on this. There's a couple that really big name shops that are in on this. You got a couple of people that I don't even know if anybody's even heard of them before that are in on this. But it's a good mix of builders, from garage builders to one of the biggest names in the industry being Eric Contreras with Powerhouse Cycles. So we have a good mix of builders, a lot of different talents, a lot of different styles, a lot of different claims to fame. So it's going to be a good show. And from what I can see right now, talking to every single one of the builders that I've spoken to, and I've spoken to every single one of them, there's no bad blood in any of these builders. Not a single one of them has a single bad thing to say about the other shops. And that is refreshing. That is awesome as shit to me, because, man, we're trying to bring the community together. We're trying to get it to where you got these big builders at the bike rallies and people are coming up, getting autographs, taking pictures, and doing the things that need to be done to make the industry better. Another thing, I will have posters, and I will have the DVDs for sale. And he said, can I start in November? Hell yeah, Eric, you can start in November 1st, but you got to have it done by November, 4th, I think, 4th or 5th, if you want to cut it down. But just to let everybody know, when we do this one this year, I will have the documentaries from 2021 for sale. I'll have some t-shirts from 2021, and I'll have posters from 2021 that we will have for sale at the show. I would like to try to get, and this is just a pipe dream, I'm just letting you guys know, I would like to finalize all the builders before May or June, because I'd like to get posters made of all the builders on one poster, have them at the rally so all the builders can sell the posters and autograph them for the 2025 Texas Heat All Bagger Build Off. That's what I'm trying to get done. So I want all the builders to fully understand I'm going to do what I can to promote every single shop. Listen to me when I say this, because I don't want any butthurt motherfuckers. Excuse my French. I'm going to promote and support every single shop. I'm going to be on Team Powerhouse. I'm going to be on Team Bloodline. I'm going to be on Team Legacy. I'm going to be on Team whatever team, the Upgrade Garage. I'm going to be on everybody's team, because I'm going to be the mouth of this show, and I'm going to be promoting everybody, because I think some of the best builders in the country are right here in Texas, and I'm going to be that guy. So there's a couple of little things I want to try to get done before we get there. So if I reach out to you as a shop owner and I want a good picture of you and your shop logo and stuff like that, just remember, man, I'm doing it for you. I'm trying to get you more publicity right out the hole. Okay. One of the coolest things to have is when you go to a bike rally and you have one of the shops that you're really wanting an autograph of, or you're wanting memorabilia from. It's cool to have that poster, because I have posters hanging right back here behind my sign of all the guys from 2004, 2005. I have posters of theirs, Martin Brothers, Aaron Green from Paramount Cycles, name them, Jesse Rook, everybody from that era that was big. I've got posters of all those guys with the autographs, and I'm a fan. I'm still a freaking fan, just like I'm a fan of all the builders that are in this show right now. So I'm going to try to have posters made for everybody to have at the show, so you can autograph your poster. We'll sell it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to split the money because those posters are not free, and I've got to at least recoup my money from the posters. But it'll be something cool that everybody will want. And I'm sure each of the builders is going to want a copy with everybody else's autographs on them. So that's cool, man. It's something to help get this going and get it better. Now, if you're a builder in the show and you have questions, I have made a Facebook group, messenger group, that has everybody in the group. I'm going to be adding one or two guys to the group now. When I add you to the group, if you have any questions, I'm going to request that you put them there. That way, all of the builders get to know the answer to the questions, and I can't run and hide. There's no need to say, well, he texted me this and I texted him that and blah. Nope, it's going to be in a public setting, so that, if someone asks me, well, hey, Kevin, am I allowed to do this? And I say yes, it's proof right there. There's print right there that every builder can screenshot and prove me wrong, and, make sure that it keeps all of us honest and all of us on the same page. Now, if there's any t-shirt shops out there, any t-shirt shops that want to support this show and get behind us and do some t-shirts for advertising, please let me know, because I would like to do a t-shirt with all of the builders on it at one time, and have those available for the rally. Unfortunately, we don't have all the funding today to make sure all these little things are going to happen, but I would like to have certain things by the rally, by the time it goes off. That way the builders have something to give the fans. I'm going to be working on those things. So as we sit right now, I'm working on the final rules, the final judging sheets, which I'm working with Chris Moose on the final judging sheets. And then I'm working on getting sponsors for the show. Like I said, right now, as it sits today, we have $2,000 in the pot for the winner of the show. I know it's only $2,000, but that's where we sit today. I'm going to try to get that up to the $10, $20, possibly $30,000 range, but it's going to take sponsors. It's going to take people getting behind me with money that it can afford it and believe in what we're doing. Once we do that, then I'm going to work on trying to get the money for the documentary. So I'm going to do the best I can to make the pot big, and I'm going to do the best I can to get the money for the documentary. But I do know that we are going to make posters, and I do know that there are some t-shirt shops out there that want this advertisement that will work with us. So we're going to try to get some t-shirts made. But like I said, is Moose judging or building? Moose is judging. Me and Moose had a conversation about the whole getting into the build off, and he felt like his talents would be best utilized as a judge. And no, Eric Contreras is not judging. Eric Contreras is competing. Let's be very clear. Mr. Powerhouse himself is a competitor. He is bringing smoke and heat and fire and badassery to this. And for those that don't know, I've said it before. When I decided I was going to do this, this was actually the brainchild of me and Brian Barber talking. So I got to give Brian Barber some kudos on this, because Brian actually came up with it, and then we worked it out and decided to do it. Brian doesn't have anything to do with it now. He was just the help to get the juices flowing. But the very first builder I called was Eric Contreras, and I explained to him what I was doing. And me and Eric have been friends for, I don't know, let's agree on probably 7 or 8 years now. And he said, I'm here. I'm in it. It's time. It's time that we have a bike building show instead of audio. And he was the first builder that signed on and said he would do it. So, Mr. Eric, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, my friend. Pedro said, I wonder if you can start a GoFundMe for this event. That way you can take in smaller donations. I might be able to do that. I don't know the legal restraints on doing that. But I might try to do that and put something together like that so we can actually get smaller donations, $10, $100, $500, $5, whatever it is. Bummer. He would have bring some major heat. Yes, Eric, that's exactly what he said. But he said, I think my talents this time are going to be better utilized as a judge. We both know what Mr. Moose could have brought to the table on that one. But this is not the last of the build-offs. I mean, guys, I've been doing this successfully since January 1st of 2018. So I've been doing this quite a long time now. To be exact, our 7-year anniversary is literally next week. 7-year anniversary doing the grind, biker build-offs. So I'm really pumped about this one. I'm very ecstatic that all of the builders that have reached out to me to get involved, including Eric. I'm very excited because it seems like we've got the attention. Let's get the attraction now. We've got the attention. Let's get the attraction, make this something really big in Galveston, and make 2025 as badass as it's supposed to be. Hey, Uncle Bruno, happy anniversary to you, bro. And for any of you new guys that are watching the show that don't know, Uncle Bruno is the other half of this show. He's the guy in the background that's doing everything, and he does it for a lot of pages, but for my page specifically, he is an admin. He is on the page. And we got to say we love you, Uncle Bruno. And from my heart, my family to yours, man, I appreciate everything you've done over the last 6 years for me. I mean, words can't express how much gratitude I have for you, my friend. Thank you very, very much. But anyway, guys, I'm really excited about this. I hope we can get the footing that we need and make this monetarily the biggest thing that's ever happened. Make another killer documentary and really, really show what Texas has got for the nation. And who knows, if this one goes as successful as I think it's going to go, we may do a national build off in 2026. Because there's a lot of people from other states. Why can't we get in it? Why can't we get in it? It's because I've been doing the national ones literally up to 2021. Everything was national. We had builders from all over the country. I just wanted to revamp it after COVID and make it an all Texas show. So let you guys know, Texas Heat, baby. That's what I'm calling it. Texas Heat. The grind, Texas Heat, all Texas bagger build off. Anyway, I hate to cut everybody short tonight, but I don't really have anything else to say other than just repeating myself. So let me end with this. 2024 sucked for many, many reasons. 2025 is going to rock. We're going to make this so much better year. I pray everybody prospers this year. I do have a couple of things I'd like to say real quick before I go. I have a real good friend of mine named Marcy. Her daughter is fighting for her life right now. If you could please just pray for my friend Marcy's daughter and pray that God put his hands on her and let his will happen is all I can say. Pray for all the people in Louisiana. Pray for the people in Las Vegas. And pray that Trump actually makes this country great again and gets rid of a lot of the bullshit that we've had to deal with over the last 4 years. No, I'm not going to get political. I'm just going to say Trump's our new president. Let's just pray the man does what he says he's going to do and turns this shithole around, because this is a great country, great people, and it's time to take it back. So for everybody else, God bless you guys. I hope you guys had a badass new year. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Go love your family, go love your friends, and let's get this going this year. You guys have a great night. We will see you all back here next Thursday night.